What's going on, Saber fans? Shamim here. Something very special to show off to you guys today. This is one of the 4 brand new Korbanth hilts. This is the K4, which is based on Obi-Wan Kenobi's Episode 4 thin neck lightsaber. So I was privileged to be sent the 4 brand new lightsabers from Randy Johnson, aka Korbanth. And he asked me to do installs on the 4 sabers for his own personal collection. So this is the first one that I did. This is, as far as I'm aware, the first K4 on the planet that has been installed. So that's pretty cool. And I love me some thin neck sabers. So let's go ahead and show off this lightsaber to you guys. So the emitter comes black. Some kind of chemical process that the shop in China did to make the emitter black. And it allows you to do a little bit of steel wool or sandpaper, very, very low grain, to give it a nice sort of weathered effect, since, you know, the original prop is weathered. And if you continue to polish, I'm sure it would come back up to the shiny aluminum finish, in case you wanted to do an as first built by rendition. So there's your tri-Cree LED. This is a 7/8 inch blade holder. There's another 1 inch blade holder as well. So you can decide which one you want to do. But Randy wanted the 7/8 inch. So it's not very deep. So this definitely is not a dueling saber. Definitely just display and cosplay. You've got your wind vanes here on the neck, on the thin neck. It's got a nice weight to it. It's not as heavy as the MK1 from Roman props, the 1-to-1 prop, but it's still got a very nice weight to it. You got your Graflex clamp here. These 2 transistors function as your activation switches. Internally, it's a Nano Biscotti V3 soundboard. The LED is royal blue, green, white. So it gives it a nice Arctic blue main blade, with a white flash on clash. It's a 20mm bass speaker. The let me just go ahead and show you guys. Internally, it's about 7/8 inches throughout the whole hilt. So you use the 0.87 diameter chassis from Darth Ryo. You got your speaker right here. It's 20mm. It's recharge port, and then your soundboard. The battery is up in here with again another 0.87 chassis from Darth Ryo on Shapeways. Let's get her fired up.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
One of my friends said that should be a boot up sound for the A New Hope Obi-Wan's, in memory of Carrie Fisher's recent passing. Bless. I wired both transistors as activation, so you can do the top one or the bottom one. Any combination for on-off will work. And switch to the next one.
Hello there.
Just 2 simple Obi-Wan Kenobi fonts. This is not the loudest saber on the planet. C'est la vie. It's still quite loud. The LED is very bright. You know, it's a tri-Cree XPE2. Those are some of the brightest, if not the brightest, on the planet. It's a bit of a chore to get a blade installed with the retention screw. So let's take a look at this. I've just been experimenting with this because I'm the first person to receive them and do an install. You got to unscrew the outer part of the emitter, and it'll unscrew down towards the thin neck. This is your heatsink area. There are 2, let's see if I can show. There are 2 retention screws. This one I had to drill 832. This holds the LED heatsink itself in place. It's a 0.88 millimeter heatsink from the Custom Saber Shop, so a 7/8 inch heatsink. This one is a 1032 screw, and this hole came pre-drilled and pre-tapped with the kit. Oops. I'm sorry, I just blinded you. Please forgive me. So you unscrew that. You probably will have to take out the screw. Put the blade in, and then tighten. Put the screw back in, and tighten, lock it in place. Then you can re-screw the emitter back onto all the way up to the top. Alrighty. See, it's not very secure. So, design-wise, not the best. Good for a shelf queen, but as you saw, the blade just went flying out. So, not quite sure what we're going to do about that, but there you have it. Honest review. That's what the saber is. So I may look at doing something with that. I've already sanded the heatsink down. So I already cut about 1/8 of an inch off and shortened it so that it could sit even further into the emitter. And even now, as you saw, the blade just went flying out. So I have to take a look at that. But anyway, the hilt itself is quite beautiful. Graphics clamp lever opens up. You can take out the bubble strip card and put it back in. So yeah, this wind vane piece unscrews and it comes loose, very loose. It's not like I screw it in and it's tight. Even when you screw it in, it's still very loose. So I've glued this in place. I've glued the threads so that the wind vane doesn't shake. And now nothing is rattling or shaking in the hilt. So yeah, it's a very nice hilt. It's about half as expensive as the MK1 from Roman Props, and it's relatively accurate in terms of proportions and scale and everything. So if you're looking for Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 4 lightsaber, this is probably the most affordable option at this point. If you want to go all out, of course, the Romans for $400 some, and that's a work of art. I may do another video where I compare and contrast the two more specifically, but this is just to show off the install and to say, woohoo, I'm the first person to do an install on this lightsaber on the planet. Eee! So that's cool. Thank you all so much. Let me start by thanking Randy. Thank you, Korbanth, for giving me the opportunity to do an install on this saber for you and the other three as well. And then thank you all so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.